Hi guys, it's your girl Lola Loves You. And today's topic, we're going to talk about Whitney Houston weight gain throughout her career. And it all started when Whitney Houston became pregnant with Bobby Christina. She developed a disease called toxemia, and it's common in some pregnant women. It's like an abrupt hypertension, like your blood pressure go up all of a sudden, and your face gets swollen, your feet get swollen, your hands get swollen, and it's protein in your urine. So I think like with your hormones and things like that, when you become pregnant, things kind of go out of source and out of whack. So you can develop that, and it's very dangerous. High blood pressure is very dangerous. Hypertension is dangerous alone. And she developed this, and the media was very mean to her, especially the inquirers. They kept talking about her weight gain, and this lady was pregnant with toxemia, and they was just making fun of her. And it was really serious for Whitney. She got gained over 200 pounds, and she was bedridden, and before she suffered a miscarriage, so that was a lot of pressure on Whitney Houston. So yeah, that's how her weight gained from that. And then after she had her baby, she became back into her slender frame. So Whitney Houston was a natural slender woman. So, and in show business, especially back then, they want you to be perfect, and then was in back then. So, but they were not used to seeing Whitney Houston, with weight gain. So, but by her being overweight, it was, another thing for the media to pick fun of her on. But she was pregnant with a disease. Like, that's so mean and cruel. But after she had the baby, she lost the weight, and she lost it very quickly because after the baby, it's out of her system, her hormones and everything probably went back to normal. And her body, her blood pressure probably went back down, and everything went back to normal. And they swore up and down them inquirers that she was on diet pills, she's abusing diet pills. And you know the story was never confirmed, but I know Whitney Houston was not on no diet pills. You could tell Whitney Houston was not that type of person who was even worried about a diet. So I know that was false. In my opinion, that was very false. She was not on no diet pills. She just went back to normal. There's a lot of women that had babies. They gained weight when they were pregnant, and once they had a baby, they get right back to the normal how they was. Now some women don't, but some do. So yeah, that was when they first started about her weight gain issue. Now throughout Whitney's career, she managed to keep her thin, slender frame, a beautiful frame. And sometimes, when she became pregnant, she would, get a little pudge, and it would go away after she had the miscarriage. But afterwards, like during Whitney Houston's career, once she became sober, I don't know if people that been on drugs. If they on drugs, they stay slender, or whatever the case may be. But then once they like stop drinking or stop doing drugs, like they get a stomach. And I believe she will, sometimes in her career, especially with VH1's Diva Duets, when the last time Robin saw her, like it was that 2002, 2003, when she had the gold outfit on. She wasn't pregnant, but she had like a little pudge. And I believe at this time she was trying to be sober, and she got a little gut. So she would, even with the time of her passing, she still had like a little gut. It wasn't a big stomach, but she had a gut. When you never had a gut before. She never had a big stomach before. So it was just, you'll see a little pudge. The last time Whitney Houston, in my opinion, had a weight problem was during the Nothing But Love tour. And she was really getting really overweight. It didn't look bad on her because you knew she was healthy and she was sober. But I came to find out that she was taking steroids. And steroids will make you gain weight. For some people, she was gaining weight from the steroids and for her vocal cords, because her vocal cords were such in bad shape that she feels out. They do some type of medical procedure and technique with steroids medicines to help your vocal cords. So she was doing that, and it was making her gain weight, and she was gaining weight so much that sometimes on pictures, the only way I could recognize her was through her eyes, because I never saw Whitney Houston face that fat unless when she was pregnant. That time when she was pregnant with Bobby Christina, her face was very fat, very bloated, and her voice still was hoarse. I'm like, oh my gosh. I remember when she did an interview about Michael Jackson and Bubbles, and her face was so thick and full, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But you knew that she was healthy. You knew she was at a good headspace. But when you're used to being thin and skinny, and people let you know, oh girl, oh, you look good thin, and you really look good in these gowns, and then when you gain weight, it's like a totally different person physically. It was said that allegedly that it bothered Whitney. That the weight gain really bothered her. It made her she was already an insecure person, but it really, brought out insecurities in herself. The weight gain, she didn't like it. She didn't like it on her. And I believe that kind of triggered maybe old bad behaviors and things like that, because all of a sudden she became slender again. And then the concert started to go janky, and and then her behavior started becoming janky. Yeah, so I think that was her last issue with weight gain, was the Nothing But Love tour. Because when she passed, she looked phenomenal. I mean, she wasn't skinny when she passed, but she was a nice size. She had a little pudge in her stomach, still a nice size, beautiful skin. She was gorgeous when she was passed. So, yeah, so weight gain was not an issue back then for her in her last days. But yeah, that's the only times I know Whitney Houston had problems with weight gain, was during her pregnancy and the Nothing But Love tour. And it was due to toxemia from her pregnancy, and it was due to steroids during the Nothing But Love tour. But anyway, it's your girl Lola loves you. I'll be back with another video. I love my honey bunnies. Bye.